This is a special report from Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what you need to know today. Armenia will leave the Collective Security Treaty Organization if the Russian-led military bloc does not address the country's concerns, Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan confirmed today in his clearest remarks yet on the matter. "We raised the question of the CSTO's area of responsibility in Armenia, and we have not received an answer to that question," Pashinyan told reporters at his first press conference in more than half a year. "If the CSTO answers that question and that answer matches Armenia's position, it will mean the issues between Armenia and the CSTO have been addressed and resolved. If not, Armenia will leave the CSTO," the Prime Minister added. In recent weeks, Pashinyan has repeatedly said he has already in effect frozen Armenia's membership in the bloc. There was no immediate reaction from the alliance to the Prime Minister's latest remarks, though the bloc's chief said in an interview with Russia's TASS news agency just hours before Pashinyan's press conference began that he had not yet received a formal notification from Armenia suspending the country's membership. In other Russia news, Pashinyan confirmed Armenia has formally requested Russia to withdraw its border guards from the country's main airport, saying he expects them to depart by the beginning of August. Turning to the topic of relations with Azerbaijan, Pashinyan insisted he will never cede control to Azerbaijan of any territories located within the former Armenian Soviet Socialist Republic, while leaving the possibility open he may hand over 8 villages that belong to the former Azerbaijani Soviet Socialist Republic but are now under Armenia's control. What is on the other side of the Soviet administrative border is Azerbaijan, and what is on this side is Armenia. We must work toward recreating that border, he said. Over the weekend, Azerbaijan demanded Armenia hand over 4 of those 8 villages immediately, putting the issue back into the spotlight. Continuing, Pashinyan indicated Armenia is prepared to drop its ongoing international legal cases against Azerbaijan if the two countries reach a normalization deal, but only if Azerbaijan halts its proceedings against Armenia as well. In addition, the Prime Minister revealed Yerevan and Baku have reached an understanding to repatriate any soldiers that inadvertently cross the border and are apprehended on the other side, even while acknowledging this agreement has been violated in the past. To that point, Pashinyan insisted his administration is working daily to secure the release of the dozens of Armenians currently held in Azerbaijan, including 8 former senior Nagorno-Karabakh officials. On the topic of Nagorno-Karabakh, the Prime Minister pledged his government will continue its efforts to support the more than 100,000 Armenians who were forcibly displaced from the region last year, including monthly payments to help cover rent, utilities, and other necessities. The government's policy is aimed at creating the necessary conditions to allow them to stay in Armenia, he stressed. Turning to the issue of changing Armenia's constitution, Pashinyan conceded his administration had not yet come up with a text or concept for a new basic law, but still did not rule out the possibility he would move forward with what would in all likelihood prove to be a contentious overhaul. Since the beginning of the year, both Pashinyan and Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev have raised the issue of changing Armenia's constitution, which, as of now, cites Armenia's declaration of independence from the Soviet Union. That document, in turn, calls for the unification of Armenia and Nagorno-Karabakh and for international recognition of the Armenian genocide. Finally, Pashinyan said he felt embittered about a joint investigation last week by CivilNet and the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project that revealed serious irregularities in campaign donations accepted by his party. But the Prime Minister insisted his subordinates in the Civil Contract Party had done nothing illegal. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.